from Levy Rink in Barrowville, Rhode Island. This is the Peak Performance Prep Hockey Labor Day kickoff right here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charlie Adams, I am George Bannister. Our camera operator for our morning game is Mr. James Teeple. And Charlie, the countdown, as you so eloquently put it on the website for Peak Performance Prep Hockey, has reached 0. That means the new season begins right now.
Well, it's so exciting to have Peak Performance Prep Hockey back on the Fans Only Sports Network after a very successful season last year. They're back and returning with this Labor Day kickoff right here from Levy Rink, and two great teams from last season going up against each other here. Should be a fun matchup.
We have Team Broncos against Team Purple coming up for you here this morning on the Fans Only Sports Network. Just to give you a simple breakdown, 18-minute periods as opposed to 15 for true prep hockey. If you're looking at high school hockey in Massachusetts or Rhode Island or really anywhere across the country, and 20 minutes in the collegiate and pro games. They kind of like split the difference there, Charlie, for the time for the periods.
Yeah, this is a good environment for these players in the fall when they're gearing up for their prep seasons to really get familiar, stay warm, and build up some good ice time here at a fun setting against some fun opponents. And it starts here with these longer periods. You know, some teams going through different things, trying out new things when they can before the big-time prep hockey winter season starts and they get ready to go after everything.
Another unique thing is you have college coaches stepping in because, of course, due to NFHS rules, if you're a high school coach, you can't coach your high school team. You can't coach a team that's comprised of more than 30% of your players. A lot of these teams here in Peak Performance Prep are whole school teams from actual prep schools, so you have college coaches stepping in. For instance, for Team Purple, it's the Trinity College head coach, Paul Russell, behind the bench.
Yeah, that's a big thing for this league is all the names that they're bringing in from different schools. It's a good look for these players to get some coaching from coaches from colleges such as Nichols, Assumption, Curry College, Tufts, the list goes on, and the action starts now.
Our sweatshirts are officially on, even though it is a late summer morning here in Rhode Island. And we're underway live from Levy Rink. Far side for the Broncos. Holding it there is Dylan Capelli. Trying to come all the way around his cage. He lost control, but fortunately for the Broncos, they're able to regain. Red line is gained. Logan Wood will dump deep on a dump and chase. Team Purple trying to fight for it on the near side half wall. It's Palmer who's going to dump it cross corner all the way back in. Nick Dinon trying to move it up the far side wall. It was stopped momentarily by the Broncos, taken in the neutral zone out of Massachusetts. Don't get the B in the middle of the ice confused with Burteville Broncos. This team plays out in Norwood typically at the Cadillac Ice Arena. Beautiful venue up in their right. That direction. Puck stopped in the neutral zone. Shuffle boarded forward by Ty Lee before Team Purple quickly turns around and comes the other way. Maxime Delage. Delage had it knifed off his stick. He's going to get it again below the goal line. Controlling is Diorenzio. Tries to power his way around the defender. Loses an edge. Puck goes into the near side corner. To a side battle. We'll see who comes away with it. Just on the way here, first period, we're still scoreless on the opening game of the Labor Day kickoff here from Levy Rink. Iannuzzi gets it to the neutral zone, trying to connect with Diorenzio. Diorenzio thought he was going to be offside, try to fancy footwork and play it with a backhand. He couldn't, but Jack Browning is able to do so there. Our first shot on goal comes from the point from Matt Rachunik, and it's easily stopped by Cal Bernardini, the starting goaltender for the Broncos today.
Now this season for the Broncos, it's going to be interesting to see who replaces the goal scoring from Brian Tang, who was one of the top goal scorers in this league last season with 13 goals. No longer part of the Broncos program, and we'll see who steps up in his place.
One of those things with a league like this is Waugh takes it from the point. His wrister goes up into the protective netting behind the cage, and we'll get another whistle. 15:55 to go first period. We're still scoreless. And it's one of those things, Charlie, once you either age out, right, you're gone, you're up, either you're choosing to play EHL hockey or you're advancing somewhere else to maybe collegiate games. Scrum to the right of the net. Taken by Team Purple, indirect pass to the point. Holding it there is Marlo Waugh. Waugh had it knifed off his stick. Coming back the other way was Colclaw. He's going to drop it for Capelli. Capelli had it taken away from him. Sprinting back the other way is Esquivel Kearns. Esquivel Kearns, his shot gloved down by Bernardini for a whistle and a face-off. Left circle to the right of him with 15:30 to go first period.
You mentioned the Eastern Hockey League. That's a big partnership entering this season for the Peak Performance Prep Hockey League. Part of the Summit Series, we'll see some games being played in Worcester in association with the Eastern Hockey League, including the playoffs. Should be an exciting time, an exciting season.
Francini was charging forward for the Broncos. That knocked off his stick. Far side. That shot from the far wall easily sticked aside by Bernardini, but it goes up into the protective netting, and we'll get another face-off deep in the Broncos zone. 15:10 to go first period. Face-off won by Team Purple. Zhao was looking for it on the near point. Had trouble controlling it. Francini will come in and dump it deep for the Broncos the other way. Denon moves it up the far half wall. Taking it there is Carter Wood. Wood trying to maneuver away a player. Beg your pardon, that was Thierry Vigneault. Finn Kelly trying to battle, this time Carter Wood. Good shoulder check below the goal line. Kelly had it momentarily, taken off his stick, and back the other way comes Team Purple, but the cross-corner dump by Eric Zhao got knocked down by the Broncos. Broncos haven't really had an opportunity to set anything up in the offensive zone, and as soon as I say that, Charlie, the forecheck comes to fruition and comes away with some pressure here. Stretch pass up the ice intended for Cooper Grant, gets knocked away from him, but Team Purple able to come away with possession still. Grant will send it to the point. Holding it there is Rachunik. Rachunik's shot gloved down by Bernardini for a cover and a whistle. 14 minutes even to go first period. We're still scoreless from Levy Rink.
The Broncos had a good season last year, and you mentioned their offense getting off to a bit of a slow start, but interesting first couple minutes here in the first period.
Rachunik back into his own zone. Pass up the ice, gloved down by Jack Browning. Browning comes into the zone, but offside are his line mates, Zach Robert. Zach Robert.
Got one headed to the box here.
And we're going to get a whistle behind the play. That's right. That's going to be Ty Lee going to the penalty box for the Broncos. So an early power play here, and it belongs to Team Purple. 13:46 to go. 2-minute penalty up on the board. Team Purple with the man advantage, ready to go to work. Rachunik, top of the circle near side. Up top it goes for Iannuzzi. Iannuzzi sends it down for Grant. Grant back up top. Iannuzzi shot through a screen. Save made. Rebound loose. Score! At the side of the net, it was Cooper Grant. And he buries the power play goal. And with 13:28 to go in the first period, it's 1-0 Team Purple.
Some great puck movement there on the power play for Team Purple. Let's take another look at that in instant replay, as that was spectacular work there. As a bit of a technical difficulty, it would not. We'll try to get that replay for you in a second.
Colclaw, Francini working below the goal line. Team Purple able to break it, come back out. Diorenzio gains the blue line onside. Good job there by Matthew Palmer to deny him and bump him off the puck. Borgard lost it. Diorenzio for Team Purple. Far face-off circle, puts the hard stop, slips it back for Constantine. In the corner, trying to dig it out is Esquivel Kearns. Puck moved to the point, it's Waugh. Started one way, hard stop, skating the other. Indirect pass below the goal line for Diorenzio. He tried to work his way around. Bronco defender was there. Waugh had it come out of the zone, so Team Purple will have to tag up, and Waugh goes back to his partner, Altvader. Broncos come away with possession. Haynes had it just momentarily before DeLage took it right from him for Team Purple. And then DeLage himself had his pocket picked, and quickly the other way comes Capelli for the Broncos. 3-on-2. Capelli's shot. First action for Dominic DeLuca. He'll make the save. A whistle, 12:05 to go first period with Team Purple up 1-0.
We'll try one more time to get this replay for you, and you can see it here as the pass goes from the slot out to the wing, and the goal scored. And Purple off to a hot start on their day.
To the blue line it goes, 2-on-1, 3-on-2, but losing an edge at center ice. Before that could even totally develop was Carter Wood for Team Purple. Puck tipped deep below the goal line. Dominic DeLuca comes out of his cage to play it for Team Purple. He'll move it up the near side. Venny for the Broncos comes away with it momentarily, gets it up for Haynes, who gets rubbed off the puck by Zhao. Haynes still able to dump it deep. Far side, Team Purple working. Crossing through the neutral zone is Carter Wood. He gets it up for Zhao. It was behind him, but Zhao's still able to work it deep for a line change for Team Purple. Broncos break it out from their own end, gaining the red line and dumping it deep. Was Capone. Kept in at the blue line. Haynes' chance goes wide. He tries to grab his own rebound. It's going to go deep below the net. It's Rachunik. Moves it up the far half wall for Vigneault. Vigneault eludes a checker. Some help from Jack Browning to bring it into the offensive zone. Browning got stick check from behind, but Vigneault able to help him out and keep it in. Cycling deep. On the near wall, Vigneault try to fight for it. Comes loose in the middle. Wolf couldn't get there. Broncos having a whale of a time trying to get this puck out of their zone. Simona Golnick try to move it up the far wall. It's kept in for Team Purple by Luca Iannuzzi. And that puck slowly goes in for a cover-up by Bernardini. And a whistle. 10-11 to go, first period. Still 1-0 Team Purple.
The Team Purple power play capitalized quickly with Cooper Grant's goal after the tripping penalty by Ty Lee. And almost had another chance there. They're looking good in this first period.
Off the face-off. Puck squirted up through the neutral zone. Here comes Mancini for the Broncos. Mancini trying to get a shot off, got tangled up. That puck somehow got through into DeLuca, who made a stick save, and Team Purple tries to go quickly back the other way. Boy, some frenetic action here. For every opportunity the Broncos have had up ice, Charlie, Team Purple seemingly quickly on the counterattack. Indirect self-pass by Rachunik got cut off by the Broncos. Francini, bothered from behind by Zach Robert. The two battle for it. Francini gets it to the point. Big drive. Oh, not seeing that was DeLuca, and then it was tipped wide, fortunately enough for him. 9:15 to go, first period, 1-0 Team Purple. Rugby scrum over on the far wall. Puck still tied up. Some more players go in, try to move the puck. Clock milks down. Chance from the point by Venny, blocked at her side by DeLuca. Goes back to the far wall. Venny able to keep it in. Calling for it was Carvalho. He didn't get that pass. Instead, it was Ty Lee who cycled it deep. Purple able to skate out with it. Rachunik, who's been on the ice for quite some time now, would never tell with the amount of speed he has coming through. Tries a wraparound, hits a skate out in front and went wide. Robert trying to fend off the defender and slip it over for Carter Wood. Instead, it's worked back to the near side by the Broncos and elevator into the neutral zone. We're going to get a whistle. And a stoppage of play with 8:15 to go here in the first period.
You see Max Constantine Outfitar on the ice now for Team Purple. Was also a big contributor in last year's campaign for Peak Performance Prep.
Carvalho off the face-off win, slipped it in. DeLuca easily gloves it for the whistle. Broncos win it back, but it comes into the neutral zone. Carvalho for Venny on the near side. Venny tracking back into his own zone. He got caught up with the forecheck by DeLage, who tried to center one out in front. Good job by Bernardini reading that pass, knocking it down and covering it up for the whistle. 7:55 to go, first period, 1-0 Team Purple. It's one of those things, Charlie, you get the chance of seeing in a kind of league like this, right? You see some players get the chance to grow, get the chance to elevate their hockey. We had a Michigan attempt just now that was knocked off the stick of Anthony Diorenzio. In the front it goes. Unable to play that was Carter Wood. Back it comes the other way. Kokla try to return it to sender, his teammate Bollock, but it got knocked down by Team Purple. Carter Wood try to center it for Diorenzio. Gets it right back. Wood circles around. Holding. Now for Denon. Denon shot from the point looking for a deflection. It never came to fruition and went to the far corner. DeLage. Up top it goes for Browning. His D-to-D pass for DeLage. Gets knocked down. DeLage from his knees trying to cycle it deeper. Broncos able to finally get it out of their zone. One touch deep by Kokla. 6:53 to go, first period. Good job by DeLuca kind of directing traffic there, letting his teammate know, hey, go, 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 you got space. Zhao enters the zone, back for Browning. Browning centers one over, wrister, and it goes just high and goes into the netting with 6:40 to go here in the first period.
It's the 15th shot on goal from Team Purple compared to the Broncos' 9. And they continue to test the goalkeeping here of the Broncos.
To his credit, Bernardini has been up to the challenge, save for one shot, but really, can you really blame him on the power play? 6:28 in ticking to go here in the first period. 1-0 Team Purple. Broncos having a difficult time up the far wall, getting it out of the zone. Logan Wood trying to redirect, flip the ice, and then redirect back the other way, but Team Purple still with great forecheck, spending a lot of time in their offensive third. Broncos are well offside, and the whistle blows with 6:02 to go in the first period.
It's a rough way to stop your offensive push, but for Peak Performance Prep Hockey, the players in it are some of the best prep players and club players across New England. On Team Black, who will play later on today at 1:50 p.m., Camden Tabbs, a American International College commit, and there's surely plenty of college commits to follow. Plenty of college commits who played in this league last year are now off to bigger and brighter things, in part because of their time in this league.
One of the more rewarding things, if you're one of those college coaches, helping these players reach that full potential, Charlie, and get to that level. Behind his own cage, it's Bernardini. On the near side, with some space and room, is Borgard. Borgard trying to put one on net. DeLuca easily stick to the side. Haynes try to circle around. He got met by two different white jerseys, and here comes Team Purple back the other way. Esquivel. Kearns will dump deep. Finn Kelly moving it through the neutral zone for his teammate Haynes. Haynes got met by two different white jerseys in the far corner. Puck kind of sitting loose, and here comes Wood up for Rachunik. Rachunik, a wrister, goes wide. Far side, can Haynes get there before Altvader? He cannot. Now Broncos 2-on-1. Borgard, a chance. Stick save made by DeLuca. He covered up the 5-hole just in the nick of time to prevent that goal. 3-on-2 back the other way. Team Purple on the counter, and a wrister by Cooper Grant is swallowed up by Bernardini, and he'll hold on for a whistle. 4:37 to go, first period. And Charlie, again, we've already mentioned it. We're seeing it again. The counter attack by Team Purple going back the other way.
Yeah, Purple's definitely been having a good offensive period, and in part that's because of their defense. That was a great save, stick save, just a moment ago.
Francini, big open ice hit. Good level by Zach Robert there. Souza at the blue line, try to move it in. No, that's Justin Kai for the Broncos. Try to move it in, couldn't quite do so. Team Purple quickly on the counter. Cooper Grant spins, fires. That shot got knocked to the near side half wall. And now Grant unable to keep it in on the near point. Robert will come away with it momentarily. Broncos again having a difficult time. That pass up ahead intended for Capelli didn't connect. DeLuca comes out of his cage to play it. Altvader spins away, goes up the far half wall for Team Purple. 3:40 to go here in the first period. Team Purple in their white jerseys with purple on the shoulder and orange trim. Broncos in their blue jerseys. That shot, what a stick save made by Bernardini. Streaking in was Jack Browning, and Bernardini shrugged his shoulder and got the knob of his stick to make that save. Spinning and shooting is delayed. He misses the entire cage. Diorenzio at the point will hold it in. Broncos again having a difficulty getting out of their own zone. It's Palmer. Palmer for Colclaw. Colclaw's pass through the middle gets knocked down. It's Palmer again in his own blue line. Try to move it, gave it right to DeLage. DeLage eludes a defender. Gets back to the puck on the top of the near side circle. He'll move it deep. Borgard, far corner. Working 1v1 with Esquivel Kearns. Esquivel Kearns comes away with it, centers it in. Zhao keeps it in near point. Flicks one towards the cage. It gets knocked down by the Broncos. Being pressured is Logan Wood. Good forecheck there from Anthony Diorenzio for Team Purple. Wood now with nobody on him, able to skate through and into the neutral zone. 2:15 to go first period. Borgard's chance, easily blocked aside by DeLuca. Delays try to get it off. This line's been out there for quite a bit here for Team Purple, but here comes the aforementioned Team Purple with some speed. Shot, pad save made by Bernardini. Trying an outlet pass to connect with Finn Kelly. It does, hitting the trailer. Another trailer. Francini, score! He knocked the water bottle on DeLuca, and we're tied at 1.
The Broncos offense coming in here and finding the mark there with a great shot. Finally getting past Dominic DeLuca, evening the action. And after that 2-on-1 stick save by DeLuca earlier on in the first, that looked like their best chance, but here they go back down the ice and finding home and evening it up.
Great unselfish play by the Broncos, and patient play as well, as they waited a couple of different trailers coming in off the bench, off the line change, and it was Francini in the middle of the slot that tied it up at 1. Final 90 seconds here in the first period. Shot from the point, easily sticked aside by Bernardini. Far half wall kept in on the far side by Team Purple. Ben Kelly trying to work with it there, able to get it to the neutral zone. Rachunik for Team Purple gets tripped, and we're going to get a penalty. So with 1:07 to go, another power play opportunity coming up for Team Purple as Rachunik just kept his legs moving. And it was a stick of the Bronco player getting tangled up in Rachunik's skate and sending him tumbling down to the ice. Still don't know who's going to the penalty box. The official is barking at somebody to go. And it's going to be Francini, the goal scorer, heading off for the penalty. Team Purple already 1 for 1 on the power play. That's how they went up 1-0 early at 4:32 of the first period. They're just waiting for the penalty time to go up on the scoreboard before they drop the puck here.
Now let's take another look at this tripping penalty. As you can see, the stick get caught and down he goes. Surely a trip there as we resume play.
Off the face-off, Waugh try to keep it in. Instead, it's the Broncos' Ty Lee who's able to move it to the neutral zone. Kai will move it to the far side. Lee couldn't quite get there fast enough for Colclaw to give him the pass, and it's Carter Wood for Team Purple, storming his way through the neutral zone. Crosses his shield at center ice, over for Waugh on the near side. Waugh, it's Carter Wood, try to dig it out. He does. Walks the blue line, sits it down underneath, inside out move, and a save made by Bernardini on Thierry Vigneault. And we're going to get a tripping penalty here with 27.1 seconds to go. Walkinshaw will go off for Team Purple, and now we're skating for a side here with 27.1 seconds to go in the first period, all tied up at 1.
Plenty of sticks getting caught. We'll have a minute and 20 seconds of 4-on-4. Looks to spill over to the next period.
Palmer works it near side. Good shoulder check on the near side by Marlo Waugh for Team Purple. It's Palmer with 10 seconds to go here in the first period. Broncos content to just kind of hang on to it, go through the neutral zone, and have the time expire. That's the buzzer. Through the first period of play, we're all tied up at 1. A power play goal by Cooper Grant, followed by a snipe of a goal by Jack Francini. And that's where we stand. Charlie, your thoughts on period number 1?
Well, it was high-paced, fast action all the way along, and Purple seemed to be in control of the first half of our period, but the Broncos got their skates under them as it continued on and was able to even it up late. And now we'll see how the second period kicks off with some 4-on-4 time.
We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll give you first period stats and second period action from Levy Rink. You're watching Peak Performance Prep Hockey's Labor Day kickoff right here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Welcome back to Levy Rink, the Labor Day kickoff for Peak Performance Prep Hockey alongside Charlie Adams. I'm George Bannister. Charlie, we're tied at 1 after 1. How'd we get there?
Well, 23 shots on goal for Team Purple. Team Broncos got around to 16 shots on goal, and they had a couple of good chances mixed in there as well. But what really came down to was some great goalkeeping on both sides, some good saves, because this could be a much higher scoring game than it is.
We get 4-on-4 hockey for the next 46 seconds before the Broncos will enjoy their first power play, albeit an abbreviated one. Deep inside the Purple offensive zone, trying to keep it in there was Logan Venny. Venny able to do so successfully before getting ridden off the puck. Venny holds. Slips back to the blue line. Inside out move there by Capelli. Capelli trying to get it back to Venny. It's taken away by Team Purple. Going up ice. Hard stop by Zach Robert. Trying to work on the backhand. Gets it to the blue line, but it comes out of the zone. Zhao will turn and spin it all the way in. 5 seconds to go on this 4-on-4 action. In the neutral zone, Capelli. Francini comes out of the box. Power play for 36 seconds here, and immediately Francini looking for goal number 2 on the morning. Wood below the goal line, tries to get a return pass. Good defense there by Nick Dinon, able to deny that pass. Puck still loose below the goal line. Team Purple able to work it off the glass and out. Coming well out of his net is Bernardini. Slips it all the way back down. No icing. Officials wave it off. Francini trying to fight with DeLuca, the goalkeeper, below the goal line for the puck for the Broncos, who have 1 second, and now the power play is up. 0 for 1 on the power play for the Broncos. On their first try, we're going to get a whistle as the penalty box door was never closed after Hayden Walkinshaw came out of it. And the official kind of looked at him and said, hey, remember this, buddy? You got to close it when you come out.
Well, that's one way to create a whistle, but we saw some bold goaltending there from Bernardini coming out of the crease and doing so successfully.
Off the face-off win, Delage, his shot goes wide. Delage again, front of the net. Again, it goes wide. Boy, Delage has had 3 opportunities in and around the slot, and each time he has not been able to hit the net. Below his own goal line, Matt Palmer. He tried to pass it up ahead, looking for Simono Goldnick, and he couldn't connect. Inside out move by Wood. It got knifed off his stick. Drop pass is taken away. Diorenzio trying to go all the way around the world. Sends it to the point, but nobody home. Rachunik wasn't in that right area and had to come all the way back to his defensive end to pick it up. Browning pestered there by Kelly. Browning goes to his defenseman in Rachunik, who will leave it for his partner Iannuzzi. They play catches. Broncos able to change their line now. Keeping Rachunik behind his own net. A couple of Purple players collide into each other. Broncos try to take advantage of it to no avail. Puck moved over to the far side. Force couldn't play it. And it gets sent deeper down. Ty Lee below the goal line. Tries to cycle it over. Kai wasn't at the boards. Instead, he was in the middle waiting for something. Capelli pinching down. Unable to get there. It's Team Purple with possession. Centering pass. They had Altvader open, but he couldn't corral the pass. Wah. Rister from the point. Blocker down. Turning and dumping. Hitting Capelli in stride, although a bit behind him, but Capelli negates the icing, takes a big hit behind the net, tries to center one off his bottom. Carvalho on the pinch, keeps it in, gets bumped off the puck. Good check by Waugh right at the top of the faceoff circle. Near half wall, Broncos controlling. Spin and a shot deflected off of Alt Vader's stick. Almost friendly fire on DeLuca. And now with some speed coming out of the zone, it's Esquivel-Kearns. Kearns below the goal line. Carvalho takes it away for the Broncos. It's Venny. Venny had it taken off his stick. Albeit momentarily, try to move it up but not out. Pinching in was Dinon. Broncos have numbers back the other way. Rister on goal. It looked like a shot pass, more like it. And unable to get his stick on it in the middle was Oliver Haynes. Walkinson working deep below the goal line for Team Purple. It's Carter Wood now. Had it knifed off his stick, and the Broncos move it to the neutral zone. Red line is gained. Puck is dumped deep. Line change forthcoming. 12:43 to go here, second period. We're still tied at 1. Walkinshaw moves it up. Wood will play it there for the Broncos. Reverses to his line mate on the far half wall. Here come the Broncos the other way. 3-on-1. Drop pass again in the middle and shooting it wide. And then off the backboards and in. Broncos able to convert on what was at first a blown opportunity on the return pass by Oliver Haynes, but the puck came right back on his stick and he puts it in the back of the net. 2-1 Broncos.
That deserves another look. As take a look, an instant replay up the ice. The pass, the miss there, but then the second chance effort pushes it across for the goal.
Two even strength goals for the Broncos this morning. One power play goal for Team Purple. And that's where we're at, 2-1 here in the second period with just under 12 minutes to go. Hustling after it is Ty Lee below the goal line. Team Purple comes away with it. They had 3 white jerseys below the goal line trying to come away with it. It's Jack Browning with a lot of speed. Eludes the check. Browning lost possession. Centered one out in front. Good job by Bernardini to get his stick on that centering pass and deflect it to the corner. Rachunik elevators a pass over for Robert on the near side. Robert came in. He was offside as the puck danced just outside the blue line. Browning came in with it and kind of shook his head, not agreeing. In any event, it's a whistle. 11:26 to go, second period. 2-1 Broncos here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Esquivel-Kearns in the faceoff dot for the Team Purple. He loses a faceoff to Borgard for the Broncos. Oh, a big hit on the far side. Not keeping his head up was Colclaw. And we're going to get a whistle here against Marlo Waugh. Waugh's wondering what he did wrong. And the official said he came up high with the elbow. So with 11:13 to go here in the second period, second power play opportunity for Team Broncos here.
And checking that play out one more time, you can see that he might have gone high with that one. He didn't appreciate the call, but it was certainly in that range, and that's a shorter player that he went and collided with.
I think that was maybe the issue he had, saying the height differential, but always player safety first. Here's Colclaw trying to hard stop. Good stick check there by Nick Dinon, trying to get it away from him. And if anything, he kills some time along that far half wall. Puck squirts free. Altvader able to move it up ice and out. DeLage coming in shorthanded. DeLage got taken out of the play by two separate Broncos. 1:15 to go on the man advantage. We're going to get a whistle and we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be an interference call. So after DeLage lost the puck, he was run into. No, they're going to call it on delayed, so it's a two-man advantage coming up for the Broncos.
5-on-3. This is a big chance here.
So it's going to be a 10-minute misconduct assessed to Maxim Delage for the throwing of the stick. Phillips will go and serve the penalty, but it's a two-man advantage for a minute 7 at the very least. We'll see if the Broncos can capitalize. To the point, Palmer. Far circle. Palmer, again, gets the return pass. Near circle, Francini gets to the middle. Wrist one, stopped by DeLuca. You try to send it out, gets it at least to the neutral zone. Smart play by DeLuca there, Charlie, instead of holding on to it to try to clear it out himself.
Definitely the right idea and a good clearance.
Capelli, inside out move, got tripped up, no call. And Team Purple able to send it down and get 3 fresh legs out there for their penalty kill. It's Rachunik, Altvader, and Carter Wood out there on this penalty kill for Team Purple. 14 seconds left on the two-man advantage for the Broncos. It's Capelli. Far circle. Slides one over for Francini. It was behind him, so he couldn't corral it, and it's cleared out. Francini was looking for the Alexander Ovechkin / Mika Zibanejad one-timer attempt to no avail. 40 seconds now on the power play for the Broncos. Unable to convert with the two-man advantage. Great job there by Rachunik to bump his player off the puck and dump it deep, killing some valuable penalty time. Ty Lee gains the neutral zone. Now the red line. Now the blue line. He's onside. Force. Holding. Try to get it far side. It's Browning taking it there. Move to the near side. Lee. Lee try to feed it down low. It was taken away by Team Purple. Team Purple is yelling at Brody Phillips to get out of the penalty box, and he finally does. That penalty expired, and Brody Phillips stayed in there for another 5 to 10 seconds. 8 minutes to go, second period. So the Broncos couldn't convert on a two-man advantage and then couldn't convert on the ensuing power play and are now 0 for 3 on the power play, Charlie.
Certainly one thing that Team Purple has done better.
Puck hits the back of the net, squirts free. Team Purple try to come away with the action. Altvader waiting for it at the point, never decided to pinch. Right idea as the puck quickly went to the neutral zone. Vigneault able to knock it deep. Esquivel-Kearns tried to pressure Bernardini there. Good check on the near side by Kelly. Walkinson got knocked off the puck. Here comes Carvalho the other way. Try to feed Kelly, reward him for that hit. Oh, Carter Wood right off the bench. Wood comes in. Wrister save made Bernardini, and he'll hang on. Boy, what great timing for Carter Wood to jump off the bench, and what great pass up ahead. And Wood was denied by Bernardini, standing tall.
Yeah, right off the bench, and it was 1-on-none. Great work from Bernardini there.
Dinon at the blue line. His wrister deflected, goes behind the net, hits the high wall. Team Purple maintains possession. Carter Wood try to play it one touch back for Zach Robert. Bit of a shifting of lines here as Cooper Grant, Zach Robert, and Carter Wood are together on a line. That was not the case in the first period. Pass intended for Beauregard did not connect. Denon gains the red line, absorbs the hit, and dumps it deep for Team Purple. 6:35 to go, second period. 2-1 Broncos. Two even strength goals for the Broncos, including one earlier this period. Here comes Grant. Grant for Robert. Robert was looking for Carter Wood. He gets his stick lifted by Colclaw, who will turn and dump it deep. Icing is negated, so coming out of his cage was DeLuca to play it for Team Purple. With space through the neutral zone, Luca Iannuzzi. Iannuzzi tried to leave it for Phillips. It was read by the Team Broncos, and they'll slip it back to the neutral zone. Robert absorbs a hit, gets around a defender, maintains possession as Phillips out in front. Robert, the backhander. Bernardini will save and cover with 5:43 to go, second period, and a 2-1 lead for Team Broncos. Off the ensuing face-off, it's Team Purple. They try to work it all the way back to the point. It's Iannuzzi. He gets knocked out. Capelli comes away. 2-on-1. Capelli centered one. Lee couldn't connect. Good job by Capelli seeing his partner go toward the middle. We're going to get a whistle and a hand pass here. So the face-off will come into the neutral zone. 5:24 to go, second period. Still 2-1 Broncos after their goal early here in the second period. Team Purple try to work on a 3-on-1 break. They couldn't quite get to the puck fast enough. Here comes Haynes with a lot of speed. Haynes trying to center one to Capelli, who was returning the favor from earlier and couldn't quite do so. Rister from the point, whistled wide. Carvalho's shot knocked down with the leg by D'Arenzio, and that puck is going to go for icing down the other way with 4:51 to go in the second period, and a 2-1 lead for the Broncos over Team Purple here in Game 1 of the Labor Day kickoff for Peak Performance Prep Hockey from Levy Rink right here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Francini off the face-off. His wrister goes wide. He's looking for goal number 2 on the early morning. Purple slips it deep, try to get a line change, able to do so. Carvalho leaves it back for Venny. It's Francini in his own defensive zone, try to connect with Carvalho, who was streaking up the near side, couldn't quite do so. Good read by Kelly, coming in, inside out to Luca, poke checks it away. Boy, Charlie, you've already mentioned it here early in the second period just before we started. If it wasn't for this great goaltending, this game would certainly be higher scoring. Sticks vie for it in the neutral zone. It's Rachunik. Rachunik wrists one, goes wide. Far side, D'Arenzio. Try to leave it back for Altvader, and it's knifed into the neutral zone by Team Broncos. Finn Kelly into the zone, drops it back for Francini. Francini had it taken away, moved into the neutral zone, and lobbed deep, but it hit one of the metal supports in the roof, so we'll get a whistle on a stoppage of play. 3:27 to go, second period. 2-1 Team Broncos over Team Purple here in Game 1 of the Labor Day kickoff from Levy Rink for Peak Performance Prep Hockey. Off the face-off at center ice, it's Wood. Beauregard trying to connect with Colclaw. Excuse me, that's Toby Bollock, and couldn't quite do so. Backhand pass over for Walkinshaw. He'll get to the blue line. He'll dump it deep. He gets checked into the boards by Matt Palmer as a way of saying, here you go, play the puck. I got my body for you. Now it's Logan Wood's time to put the body on Walkinshaw. Bad angle shot save made Bernardini. Backhand chance at the outside of the cage. Puck loose on the far side. Trying to get there is Ty Lee. Borgard over to help. Comes toward the middle, it's Wood. Wood try to connect with Bullock. And it's knocked away. Waugh coming in. Didn't get there in time. It's Carter Wood on his backhand. Wood, backhander, score! We're tied at 2 with 2:28 to go in the second period. Again, it's Carter Wood. Again, it's perfect timing off the bench. By Carter Wood. This time he dances in on the backhand and is able to beat Kyle Bernardini, and we're tied at 2. That puck pops up, glove down, but an offside by the team Broncos, so the faceoff will come to the neutral zone. Off the ensuing faceoff. Oh, Susan. Excuse me. That was Justin Kai got leveled on the near side. Almost put him right back into his bench. Final 2 minutes to go in the second period. Tied at 2. Capelli tried a backhander. Couldn't connect. Francini tried to center one out in front. Zach Robert comes away with it for Team Purple. Robert has Cooper Grant with him. He'll dump and chase himself. Grant in the middle, so is Carter Wood. They're both calling for the puck. It goes to the point. Zhao couldn't keep it. Team Purple will have to come out and regroup. 1:37 to go, second period. Tied at 2. Francini double shifting, trying to get some sort of spark here for the Broncos. Instead, it's Carter Wood. Wood leaves for Robert. His wrister goes high. Iannuzzi pinching in deep for Team Purple. Centered one out in front, but Carter Wood was well out of gas, so he comes off the ice. Capelli, oh, he got the bad pass. He put it on net. DeLuca went right back and made the right pad save. Zach Robert trying to shrug off a checker. 2-on-1. The shot save made by Bernardini, and he's going to hold on to it for the faceoff. Keanu Esquivel-Kearns was in with Zach Robert. Robert, I don't know if he didn't see him or didn't like the passing lane, and instead took the shot himself, which was swallowed up by Bernardini. We're officially at 1 minute to go here in the second period. Broncos move it out. There shouldn't be an icing. And what do I know? There is an icing. 48.4 seconds to go. Faceoff will come right back into the Broncos zone. Right circle to the left of Bernardini, who is a right-handed catching goalie. Not often you see that. Top of the far face-off circle. Puck loose. Coming up to grab it is Logan Venny out of the air, and Broncos able to get it out of their defensive zone. Carvalho whiffs on the full clear attempt. Pressure by DiRenzo forces Bernardini to come out of his cage. Again, it gets to the neutral zone. 22 seconds to go here in the second period. Finn Kelly trying to come in. Kelly waits, turns, fires, and scores! He beats DeLuca top shelf after taking the puck off of Matt Rachunik's stick. And with 13 seconds to go in the second period, Team Broncos go up 3-2. That's a backbreaker. You never want to give up a goal, ever, really, but then to give it up in the final 20 seconds of the period is demoralizing. Off the ensuing faceoff, Haynes moves it for Lee. Lee back for Haynes. Haynes tries to move inside out. 3 white jerseys crash on him. There's the buzzer to end the second period. 3 goals scored in that second period, 2 by the Broncos, and because of that, they're enjoying a 1-goal lead as we enter the second intermission. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll bring you second period stats and third period action from Levy Rink. You're watching Peak Performance Prep Hockey's Labor Day kickoff right here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Third period set to begin. It's a 3-2 lead for Team Broncos. Alongside Charlie Adams, our camera operator James Teeple, I am George Bannister, bringing you game one of day one of the Peak Performance Prep Hockey Labor Day kickoff from Levy Rink right here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Delayed offside for Team Purple as we open things off here in the period, and we get a icing on the Broncos as they try to connect with Francini on a stretch pass that didn't connect. 30 seconds into the third period, we have our first whistle.
Well, there was plenty of action in the second period and plenty of shots on goal as well. Both teams actually tied for shots on goal, 16 apiece. Team Purple leads in total shots on goal by 7 with 39.
Charlie, what's your message if you're Coach Paul Russell as you enter the locker room after giving up that go-ahead goal with 13 seconds left in the period?
Well, I'd say you have to finish how you started. You know, your first period, especially the first half of the first period, was probably the best hockey you've played so far today. And if you can get back to that, you can certainly find an equalizer within this last 17 minutes in the third period.
It's a great way to put it. It just seemed like the Broncos had a lot more jump in that period overall. 17-19 to go, third period. We're just underway. Face-off will come to the neutral zone as the puck went out of play off the stick of Marlo Waugh as he tried to backhand one to the corner. Off the face-off, it's Schmidt. Lost it to Borgard. Borgard and Kolklok try to come through for the Broncos. Good stick work defensively for Team Purple. Zhao behind his own net, trying to move it up the far side. That's taken away by Ty Lee. We're going to whistle as Ty Lee was hit and then dropped from behind. Are we going to have a penalty of any sort? Or no, maybe just Ty Lee's helmet came off, so that's why the whistle came for safety reasons. Coach Paul Vieira right below us asking the same question we just asked. Is that not a penalty? Off the face-off win, it's Purple with control. Zhao try to move it up. Then he tried to keep it from going deep, but he was unable to do so. Good forecheck there by David Schmidt. Purple able to keep it in on the far point. Carvalho working well below his own goal line, trying to help his team move things out. Esquivel Kearns slips it up ahead for David Schmidt. Schmidt took a tumble. Venny near circle for the Broncos. Indirect pass off the far boards coming in. Shot, score! Top shelf once again. Broncos go on top 4-2. What a snipe by Toby Bollock as he went top shelf, and that seems to be, Charlie, the place they're going for against DeLuca here.
Yeah, you saw the Broncos build up the ice, and you saw the end result. They've certainly started to strategize against DeLuca as this game goes on, and it's done wonders for them. The first multi-goal lead for the Broncos here.
16-10 to go here in the third period. Broncos with the opportunity to go numbers again. 2-on-2 now. Hard stop at the dot by Kelly. Centers one back over. Lead out in front. Francini couldn't get a stick on it. Shot from the point misses everything. Simona Golnick will play it. Golnick again slips it to the middle. Francini, the one-timer, blocking that or covering up that near post was DeLuca. Robert trying to split the defense. Backhander hit the outside of the net. Puck still loose. We're going to whistle, and we're going to get a delayed penalty. It's going to be an elbow call against the Broncos. So an opportunity for Team Purple to go on the power play here with 15:26 to go in the third period. Team Purple already 1 for 2 with the man advantage today.
Francini out to the penalty box. That's his second penalty of the game. He had a penalty at the end of the first period.
Which fortunately for him did not lead to a second power play goal. Browning up top for Waugh. They play catch. It's Browning again. Bad angle shot, misses everything. Squirts all the way around and out to the neutral zone. Good hustle there by Ty Lee. Try to get it something going short-handed. Instead, it's Team Purple who comes away with possession. It's Altvader. Leaves it for Browning. Through the neutral zone. He'll stop at the red line and try to come back and regroup. Altvader far side. Knifed it forward, but unable to fully connect where it's Team Purple. Altvader inside out move. Eludes a defender. Gets to the top of the circle. Browning a shot. Save. Rebound. Score! I don't think Bernardini made that save fully. I think it went right through his armpit and then just trickled in. And it's going to be Browning with another power play goal. 52 seconds into the power play. And Team Purple cuts the lead in half to 4-3 with 14:34 to go in the third period.
The Team Purple power play striking again here on our Labor Day kickoff and putting themselves just one more closer to closing that gap.
14:20 to go here in the third period. Buckle up, folks. We're going to have an interesting finish here. Venny has Coleclaw with him. Venny slides it forward for Coleclaw. What a play by DeLuca coming out of his cage and using his stick. Carvalho couldn't settle before the wrister and loses it in the circle. Inside out move by Venny. Can't quite keep it. Altvader for Team Purple. Gains the red line. Will send it in and will come. I thought he was going to come off for a line change. He'll stay on the far side. All the way over it goes. Altvader pinching. It's Browning below the goal line. Tries to send it back up top. Altvader couldn't use his long reach to keep it in. Good hustle on the far side. DiOrenzo. Help from Finn Kelly for the Broncos. Able to move it up to at least the face-off circle on the near side. Now he'll change directions toward the middle of the ice. It's Borgard who will send it deep. Zhao eludes the stick check. Indirect pass up ahead for DeLage, who has served his 10-minute penalty for throwing his stick in frustration on the ice toward a defender. Escobar Kearns firing it deep. Golnick try to move it up the far side, the near side wall, didn't work. In the middle, DeLage, his shot knocked down, gets his own rebound and ties the game at 4. DeLage's backhander was knocked down in front. He stuck with it, picked up the loose puck, and we're all tied up at 4.
Well, Purple, I said they had plenty of time to make a comeback into this game, and now they have plenty of time to take the lead. What a quick response here, and an exciting start to this third period.
Off the face-off, a breakaway! And a misplay by DeLuca on the poke check, and just like that, Broncos are up 5-4. Second goal of the morning for Oliver Haynes. He tried to move inside out. The puck was knocked off his stick. DeLuca was committed to the poke check, and that puck just trickled right through his 5-hole, and we're tied at 5. No, it's 5-4 Broncos. I beg your pardon. And if this is what the first 6 minutes of the third period, Charlie, brings us, what's in store for the rest? Carter Wood beats the defender. Schmidt was with him. Rister from the circle gets knocked down in front. Broncos trying to extend their lead here. Here comes Haynes. Haynes, hard stop, leaves it for Colclaw. Colclaw, Rister score! He beat the DeLuca 5-hole, and it's 6-4 Broncos.
Broncos are really coming on strong. Plenty of scoring for this third period, and DeLuca is reeling after back-to-back scores.
We've had 5 goals so far here in this third period. Four of those scored by Team Broncos. Francini tried to make it 5, lost the handle. Back the other way comes Jack Browning for Team Purple. Eludes a defender. Browning, power move, slips one out in front. Couldn't connect with his teammate. Browning tried to cycle it deep. Robert wasn't where he thought was going to be. Francini the other way for Team Broncos. Wrist one in. Stop made by DeLuca, and he'll cover up for a whistle. 11:25 to go, third period. 6-4 Broncos here from Levy Rink. I can attest, Charlie, that as a goaltender, you give up a couple of goals like that, 5-hole, it's a very lonely position. Puck squirts to the Bronco blue line. The forecheck by Team Purple, but it comes right back the other way in the neutral zone. That puck hit the metal support beam here at Levy Rink, so we'll get a whistle with 11 minutes even to go here in the third period.
Just gave us a taste of how potentially a puck might be able to reach our broadcast position. I mean, it could go directly up here, but the ricochet certainly looks to be an option.
I'll be ready. Zhao trying to connect with Esquivel Keynes, and it was knocked away by Ugolnik, but it was out of play. Faceoff will come at center ice. 10:49 to go, third period. Vigneault will move it deep for Team Purple. Try to get some sort of zhuzh or verve going back. Lee comes the other way for the Broncos. Get some help on the far wall from Kelly. Lee, Ugolnik had it tangled up in its skates, so he had to send it down further. Lee on the far side. Try to come in and help Kelly. In the middle, it's Zhao. Up but not out. Lee was there to take it away. Lee, power move around. Knocked off his stick, regains possession. Lee skates his stick now. Good defense there by Zhao. Getting it up ahead. Here comes Vigneault. Vigneault with some help. He loses his edge and takes down the defender as well. And it's the Broncos that come back the other way with some speed. Capelli, inside out move. Good stick check away by DiRenzo. To come away with it, it gets taken away, and Kelly scores for the Broncos. His second goal of the morning, and it's 7-4.
We might have found the limit for Dominic DeLuca, as 3 straight goals for the Broncos in this third period. 4 in the period in total. Been the most offense he's received from his teammates, but the Broncos are just unrelenting.
Puck loose side of the net. Purple able to come away with it. DiRenzo try to connect with DeLage. Instead it trickles all the way into Bernardini, who paddles it down and covers it up with 9:14 to go in the third period. Make that 9:13 to go. Face off, left circle to the right of Bernardini. Handled by the Broncos. Rachusin stops it in the neutral zone. Goes to his partner, Iannuzzi. Moving it up the far side to Lage. Through the neutral zone. Had it knifed off his stick. Haynes looking for the hat trick. Drops back. Gets the return pass. Francini was also there. Broncos couldn't connect with either one of them. DeLage goes wide. Looking for some help. Finds it. Dorenzo inside out. Lost the puck. Broncos quickly the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Haynes moves around the defender. Fires and scores. There's the hat trick, and it's 8-4.
Gotta wonder just what changed between the second and third that's produced 4 straight goals for the Broncos, and Oliver Haynes, a major part of that.
$8:17 to go here in the third period. We've got a deluge of scoring in the third. We came into this 3-2 in favor of the Broncos. It is now 8-4 in favor of the Broncos, and we're exactly 10 minutes in. Wah comes in, bumped off the puck by Venny, but he regains possession. Try to center one for a teammate. Broncos are there. Outlet pass for Lee, gets knocked down by Brody Phillips, and he'll send it deep and chase. Venny, one touch, but it's Browning for Team Purple. Try to center one for Schmidt. Coming up is Altvader. Save made by Bernardini on the big drive, and he'll cover for the faceoff.
Team Purple not giving up, had a good look there. Altvader's been busy for the Team Purple offense. Had an assist on their most recent goal.
Again, Bernardini will swallow that up. Off the face-off, another Team Purple win. Robert backhands one. Bernardini shrugs it off. Loose out in front. Esquivel-Kearns couldn't get a good stick on it. And it's Venny for the Broncos who will move it up. He tries to connect with Finn Kelly. He does. Kelly, a shot. Save made by DeLuca. That's a big stop by DeLuca. Maybe even a confidence builder a little bit, Charlie, after a couple have snuck by him. Haynes fights for the puck on the near half wall. Cycles it deeper. Colclough for Haynes. Haynes looking for goal number 4. Denied at the post by DeLuca, and he'll cover up.
DeLuca getting a little bit settled back in between the pipes after a rough couple of minutes there.
Off the face-off in the offensive zone. Ugolnik's pass got stolen. Here comes Robert coming in alone. Robert one-on-one. Stop made by Bernardini. Francini back the other way. Frenetic pace here from Levy. Francini's shots gloved down by DeLuca, and he'll slow everything down by holding on to it. Big stop by Bernardini back the other way. .6:27 to go here in the third period. 8-4 Team Broncos. Watkinson couldn't get there in neutral zone. Here comes Carter Wood. Good inside-out move, but Borgard with the back check able to help out a little bit. Wood And it taken off his stick by Borgard. Francini gives him the return pass. Borgard through the neutral zone, pestered from behind. Good back check by Vigneault. Here comes Carter Wood, gains the circle. Wood can't get a wrist shot off. Good back check the other way by Francini for the Broncos. Under 6 to go here in the third period. Rister from distance, tapped high and wide, or deflected high and wide, I should say. That one whistled high off the stick of Rachunik. Coming in is Iannuzzi. Dumps it deep. Carter Wood would just, that is Terry Vigneault, who will just pin it up against the boards to milk some clock here. Even though they're in no position to have any kind of clock milked. Speaking of Team Purple, Vigneault looks middle. Rister hit a body. Puck still loose. Finally covered up by Bernardini with 5:15 to go in the third period. Off the face-off, it's Waugh. From the point, stick save Bernardini. He'll send it to the far side corner. Team Purple maintains possession. Hard around, it comes for Waugh. Waugh from the near hash marks. Tries to put it on goal. It gets deflected down. Outlet pass up ahead for Colclaw. Colclaw's onside. DeLuca well out of his net. Unfortunately, his defense is able to help him get it to the neutral zone. Puck left for Browning. Browning into the zone as Delage in the middle. He'll keep it. Browning tries to go below the goal line. Good read by Venny. He'll move it off the glass to Colclaw. It got kept in by Dorenzio, they're saying. Dorenzio for Delage in the far corner. Delage try to center, comes to the point. Waugh couldn't keep it in. Team Purple will have to regroup. Browning will dump and chase. He gets past Venny. Gets to the corner. Back it comes to the neutral zone. Zhao will play it. Goes to his D-man partner, Nick Dinon. At the blue line, puck hit the skate of Finn Kelly of the Broncos, who's trying to come in on goal. Kelly tries a backhand one high and wide. We're going to get a whistle and a penalty for a slash against Team Purple.
Well, there's quick scoring in hockey, but now shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. That might be like the kill blow for this team. With 3 minutes, 47 seconds to go, trailing by 4, and now down a man.
And if you're the Broncos, even though you have a 4-goal lead, you are currently 0 for 3 on the power play. So it's not like you're going to sit on this, right, Charlie? You still got to work on every aspect of your game, and this is one of them, the man advantage. Chance by Borgard misses everything and comes all the way back down the other end, so Broncos will have to chase. With some space on the far side are the Broncos, who Golnick shot knocked down by a skate out in front. That hit Zhao in the skate. Comes to the point. Rister. It sounded like it caught a little bit of the post before going up into the protective netting, and we'll get a whistle.
I definitely heard some iron getting struck there. Close look. But no cigar here with under 3 to go.
2:55 to go, third period. 1:08 to go on the power play for the Team Broncos. Iannuzzi clamps it up against the boards before it's able to get wriggled free by the Broncos. It's Wood back in his own zone. Palmer and Wood, the defenders on this power play. Wood tried to single-handedly do everything himself. Bollock trying to get goal number 2 was denied by DeLuca. Got dumped down by Team Purple. Bernardini moves it to the far side for Wood, who comes all the way back over to the near side. Colclaw tries to go for Bollock. Bollock behind the goal. Moves it to the far point. Holding it there is Palmer. Big shot from the point. Save made by DeLuca. Kept by the Broncos. Colclaw for Palmer near point. He's going to walk the line. Gives it back for Colclaw. Colclaw will defer for Wood, who tries to bang it around. Penalty is over. And the pass up ahead, we're going to get a whistle as the penalty box door wasn't fully closed again. Second time that's happened this morning where Team Purple did not fully close that penalty box door.
What does Team Purple have at their home rink that closes these doors automatically?
That's a good question, Charlie. You would think by now they know tug, slam, tug and slam.
Maybe they have a kind scorer who will jump over the barricade and close it for them. That's my guess.
Maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe, you are accustomed normally in most rinks to have some sort of penalty box operator in between the boxes, where here at Levy Rink, the scorer's area where the scoreboard is and the PA is a level above. So there is that. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying there is that. Chance for Haynes at goal number 4. 9-4 Broncos as he found himself out in front of everybody else. Was onside as the puck cleared the blue line, and that's goal number 4 for Oliver Haynes, who goes to school, I wouldn't say nearby, but sort of nearby, Charlie, over at Mount St. Charles.
One of the biggest and best hockey programs.
Who will make the jump up to the NEPSAC next year. No longer competing in the RIL in Rhode Island. Under a minute to go. 9-4 Broncos. They have scored 6 goals here in the third period. Robert takes a centering pass in the middle. What a pad save by Bernardini. Chance from the side. Oh, man. Unable to connect as Cooper Grant, and he threw his head up in the air after that. Denied once, and second chance he whistled it wide. Denon for Grant. Grant skating toward the middle. Backhands a pass. Browning centers one. What a job by Bernardini, pushing post to make the save.
With these 18-minute periods, some of the people who get tested the most are definitely the goaltenders on either side. Both shots on goal counts for either team right around 60.
Whew.
As they're going to just wind down the final seconds of this one.
And that's the final buzzer. We saw 10 goals in this third period, Charlie. 6 belonging to the Broncos, 2 belonging to Team Purple. The final score is Team Broncos 9, Team Purple 4 in Game 1 of the Peak Performance Prep Hockey Labor Day kickoff here from Levy Rink on the Fans Only Sports Network. Charlie, your last words on this game.
Well, the final score definitely doesn't tell the full story, as Team Purple looked out of the gate to be arguably the better team, and it took the Broncos a little bit, but this third period, certainly showed what their offense is capable of.
Well, the early morning start, not going to excuse it because both teams had the early morning start, but the early morning start probably did play a little something in it for Team Broncos. For James Teeple, our camera operator, Charlie Adams, our wonderful producer, and my color commentator, I am George Bannister saying thanks for tuning in. Once again, final score of Game 1 of the Peak Performance Prep Hockey Labor Day kickoff. Team Broncos 9, Team Purple 4 from Levy Rink. We thank you for watching here on the Fans Only Sports Network.